pillar to post, Jim Skursky.
Good afternoon, Mr. Gassert. Elevate your profits. How are you, buddy?
Great. It's dark outside, for all yous that like the change of scenery. So it is what 6 o'clock and it's dark and I'm still adjusting to it, but so be it. Like
Well,
life,
there might
things
be some changes coming in 2025
change.
on
Yeah,
daylight savings. So
yeah.
a lot of changes are going to be happening in 2025. So
That's what I hear.
that's a whole different conversation, but that's not the intent of our meeting tonight. We'll be talking a little bit about this is the year end and sharing some gratitude and that type of thing. Just have some dialogue about some of the people we've had on and thank everybody that has viewed us live and made comments. I want to thank you as well, sharing. So without any further ado, I'm going to play a quick little
Cool.
video and we will be right back. Elevate your profits. Mark, 2024, can you believe it's over or nearly over?
It went well. Yeah, it went quick. It gets quicker and quicker and quicker, and before you know it, we'll be talking. It'll be like May or June. It's as they say, time waits for no one, and it's just interesting year 2024. It was an election year, and a lot of crazy things happen out in our society.
Yeah.
And I won't get into all that other than to say I was not real happy of the outcome of the Army-Navy game, but it happens, and congratulations to the Naval Academy, the midshipmen. They out-hustled, they outplayed, they outthought, they were ready to rock and roll, and they deserved to win, and they did a tremendous job on Saturday.
Yeah, it was an entertainment game. I went to our local American Legion. We had a little potluck, and it was Army Navy bantering back and forth. And everybody asked who do I think was going to win. I said Army's going to win hands down, and they got spanked. So,
Well, I think they thought that too, Tom. They must have been reading their press clippings.
Yeah.
They had to play that game, even though they won the AAC, and that's great. But when you go against your rival, you got to be on your P's and Q's and ready to rock and roll and take care of business. And they obviously didn't.
No, it was well, football season's on its way. Is at the end. We got bowl games coming. We got the NCAA championships. We got the playoffs in the NFL, Super Bowl yet. So we still got 2.5 months of football.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I like college football. So I'm looking forward to some of the playoff games. And who do you predict is going to win the national championship?
Man, that's a toughie. Could it be Ohio State? Could they run the table? I mean, that would be a long shot, but you never know. I know who some people think Oregon's going to do it, but you don't know.
Well, if anybody can run the table, it'll be Ohio State.
Right.
My opinion.
I think that's my long shot. I'm going to stick with it. That if they start out and do well, that could be a scary thing.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Oregon. I'm a West Coast guy.
That was
one of my colleges I was thinking about going to play football for when I was getting out of high school, but I got injured, and so my scholarship opportunities disappeared instantly. So yeah, that Oregon used to be the whipping post for the Pac-12 or Pac-10.
Oh yeah, big time.
But they've really turned it around the last 20 years. So they're been a pretty significant powerhouse. Good football team, good program. but now they're part of the Big Ten.
Go for that. I
Yeah.
want you to tell me how that works, you know?
It's called revenue.
Oh, there's that word, revenue.
Revenue. They elevated their profits. So, that, you know, there's more money in these big conferences, SEC, Big Ten. And so it's going to be interesting how that's all plays out with the portals and all that type of stuff. And these young people now being able to get paid for name, image, and likeness, those type of things. So it's going to be interesting.
Yes.
Follow the money, right? They'll follow the money. So
that's a scary thing, isn't it?
Yeah. We just want everybody that's watching this tonight. Thank you. We got a couple of people right now that have made thumbs up and hearts out there. Just want to say thank you. Make any comments that you have. We just want to thank you for those that have watched us in the past, shared us in the past. So let's make that, share this. Tag and share. Now let's start like we normally do.
Ooh.
Whoops. I'm getting my scroller here.
Turn on your notifications, tag, share, and comment.
What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for today?
Are you asking me?
Yep.
Absolutely. Grateful for. I'm grateful for today that you know, everything's going well. Grateful for there probably will be a new addition in our family, not by my wife and myself, but my son stepped up to the plate, and there will be a girl coming into the fold of all these Gassert men. So I know my wife's excited about that. That's cool. I'm excited about that and happy for my son as he will go down a different path and a new journey. I'm grateful for the fact that my other son, Teddy, will be coming home Wednesday, God willing, and he completed a 2-year stint at Midwestern State University, which is in God's country out there in Texas, Wichita Falls to be exact, and he'll be coming home, and I know he's looking for a new opportunity. And as I told him, since he's single and unattached, hey, Eric, told him to get reckless and go for it, you know, chase it down. Look at Robert Brooker. Look at that. That's an interesting pick there. Yeah. Driving down the road there. Those two things I'm very grateful. I'm thankful for so much. I got to see another day. My wife is absolutely incredible. Our kids and Mark's shiny head. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. You always count on Mr. Bam's humor. So thank you for being here tonight, and we appreciate you being a guest. I wish you and your family a happy, joyful, peaceful Christmas holiday season and a happy and prosperous New Year. So that sort of what am I grateful for? I'm grateful to be above ground. I'm grateful here today for this moment to participate in share and elevate your profits. You know, that will lead to why we do this program. I'll turn that back to you in a moment, but I'm grateful for all that. I'm grateful for all our guests. I'm going to go through a list of some of the people that we've had on Elevate Your Profits or in our streaming programs in the past. They've been so meaningful to me personally, and I know, Mark, you've got a lot out of them as well. And we just want to recognize those people for contributing, making a difference in the world. And so why did we start Elevate Your Profits, Mark?
It's like what, about 3 years ago now? Is it? Are we going?
Yeah. Some of these names go back way when we first started. Some of them come from some other my other programs I've podcasted out there.
Since he hopped on, though, Eric kind of was one of the first ones to venture onward. I mean, Eric Bam.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, he was one of the first. And I'll let you continue with your list there.
Yeah, it's amazing what, being introduced to this platform, introducing to live streaming, using it as a medium for branding, building your business. Is through this type of platform. You build connections, you build relationships, get to meet people you would never have met before. And hopefully they've made an impact on you, and you can make an impact on them and their audience.
Right.
So we've had, I'm going to miss probably some names. I got 55 or 56 people. I'm going to run through these lists real quick. Mark, don't hesitate to stop me and make any comments you
I'll
want.
jump in.
Okay. We'll start with Sarah.
Come on now.
I can't even read my own handwriting, man.
Sarah Branch.
Sarah Branch, which we had on 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And Eric Bam, which we had on the week before, I believe. Dr. Lee Osler with ASEA. Dan Altmeyer, his book on aging gracefully.
Right.
Thomas Fries, somebody that you introduced.
Yes.
Larry Levine, author, business coach, sales leader, sales trainer. Christina Williams, an ASEA associate, very successful. One of our favorite guests is Benjamin Gay III.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
The man that tore up Atlanta in the 60s, baby.
Merry Christmas, Ben. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for being in our lives, and we're so grateful for that. Scott Schilling, Alden Zuck, Cynthia Mannion, Kimberly Stevens, Chris Wesson, Dr. Katrina Nigel, Dr. Randy Shannon, Dr. Christy Vanacore, Terry Levine. There was an interesting lady. She's a leader in sales training and business development. Anna Gabriel Mann and her husband, John David Mann, and Bob Berg, the Go-Givers. Larry Levine, Jeffrey Wolf, Doug Wing, Sydney Worsby, Dr. Dick Walker, Dr. Maureen Hayes, all contributed in and around ASEA. Sandra Escott, about protecting your security on your computers. Walter McKinney, Keem Ohigen, Brooke Kinkos, Dr. Jay Shelton, Gay Powell, Glenn Bill, ABCs of Attitude, author, real estate mogul. Carolyn Hoffman. My favorite guest I've ever interviewed is Kathy Ginn. Carrie Cooper, Rex Sykes, author, personal development actor, Hollywood actor. Jasmine Wardslaw, Hope Flansburgh, Ava Manuel, Dennis Tan, Phyllis Calderon, and who else here? Dr. Jillian Shaw, Andrew Metz, Denise Ropp, Sherry Mills, John David Mann, which I mentioned earlier, Ray Chabon, Bob Berg, the Go-Giver, Wendy Weiss, Jay Skinner, Lynn Eisenbaugh, Ernest Odell, Troy Aikman. Those are just, there's 56 there. I know I missed a number, so.
Well, you mentioned a couple more you missed.
Sure.
And some of them are real good, and they have their own podcast. Truman Goggins, brother of David Goggins. Really enjoy Truman's post, his content, a neat guy. I know he's a big Buffalo Bills football fan to the nth degree. Jim Skursky, Wendy Weiss. I believe you mentioned Doug Wing, Tom Gavin, Jay Fox. I might have missed a couple there as well. So, thank you all for sharing with us. And that's the only way we grow is really, what we're grateful for me personally, was to be able to be exposed and experience what you had to offer when we came on board here with Elevate Your Profits. So I'm thankful for that. It made me a better person. And since you did ask, uh, being more open-minded about things, that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
That's easier said than done sometimes, but we definitely live in times that are different. They're changing. You can't go back to the 60s or 70s. It's all over, and you got to look forward. And I think when you ask somebody, Tom, what they're grateful for, that's really what I'm grateful for. I'm here, but what's going to take place moving forward, particularly with our younger people out there. There are some folks that are really, tearing it up, whether it's business, music, art, uh, they're journalists, whatever their vocation is. It's neat to see people that are productive, people that are going to serve our country. I know people of my son's age. One young man in particular that he graduates from Annapolis, so he's going to fulfill a 5-year commitment. I think that's great that we have people that do that. Others enlist. Very grateful for that. Others become law enforcement officers, and very thankful for all EMTs.
Oh yeah.
There are people out there, firefighters that want to do this. Uh, you know,
Yeah, I'm so grateful for those that are serving their community, their fellow man in those capacities.
and yes, our politicians as well. I'll even include them.
Yeah.
Some people have mixed feelings about that, but no, it's a form of serving, although they get paid pretty good, some of them. But with that said, I think that's important. And
Like I always like to say to people, what do how are you doing today? And I tell people it's the best day of my life.
absolutely.
And it really stops people and gets them to think, would you hit the lottery or have a happy moment or something?
Right.
But no, but I am grateful for this moment because what we do with this moment determine what's going to happen out immediately and out in the futures, and having a positive attitude. So I'm grateful for this very moment, the challenges it brings. I never thought I'd be doing a live stream. I remember trying to record a video one time, my very first videos, when I was being certified as a thinking result consultant. We had to video a presentation in front of a camera and then send it to Bob Proctor for evaluation and check off on the certification. That was so amazingly difficult. Now I look back at it and I laugh. I have to laugh. But using this, I'm so grateful for technology, the opportunity to have a forum to share, encourage people to go after their dreams, their visions, their purpose in life. I've used this to promote my business enterprises. I've introduced to some pretty significant people that have helped me. So I'm grateful for all that. So if you're not streaming, I would highly encourage you to take on that challenge. Build your network, share other people's success, their story, and people really like to share their stories through these type of mediums, because no matter who we are or what we have, we all have something to contribute. Would you agree, Mark?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nobody has all the answers either.
yeah, I want to thank Ken Walls through the Grow Live Academy, all the people in that membership. Some great people there. Some of the people we've talked about are members of the Grow Live Academy, and some aren't. But it's been an opportunity to see people that are doing some things very significant in the world and in other people's lives, and we just want to give recognition to where recognition's due. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate teaching us and encouraging us and challenging us to do this type of forum. That's another thing I'm grateful for.
Hopefully, we're not butchering it.
Well, we can give some hope out there that hey, if they can do it, I can do it.
Oh, man, I know. Yeah, it's
we set the
bar is not low. No, I don't know about that, but if we can stumble and bumble through this, just about anybody can do this. It's just a matter of making up your mind and getting out there and doing it. So,
and you had a blast. And we just want to wish everybody out there today a Merry Christmas.
Oh, look at that. There's Frosty.
That's a Wisconsin look right there. We're going to get some snow here coming. We had snow last week. We're down to minus 15 and 20 degrees last week. Today we're into mid 40s. Foggy, drizzly rain. Saturday we had a little bit of an ice storm. It was drizzly rain, icy rain. That's not fun to get around in. So it was happening while the Army is getting their butt spanked. So
yes, and they did. Yeah, did they ever?
But my Green Bay Packers, which I don't really participate that much in, they won 30-13 over a team they've never beaten, Seattle. They've beaten Seattle before, but never beat them in Seattle. So that was a big plus for them, 30-13. They're looking pretty solid. So they should make a deep run into the playoffs, is my opinion. So we're getting back to sports and that type of thing. But that's like politics, right? So how are the Atlanta Falcons doing?
Oh, they're doing all right. They could always be doing better. I mean, we'll see what happens.
And I know you're from Pennsylvania, so Philadelphia is doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game, the battle of the Eagles versus Steelers. So, I hadn't even checked on my phone here who won or whatever. I did because I was doing other things in the house. But
Philadelphia won.
Did they? Did they win big?
No, it was a one-score game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We've
got that's about all I know.
I do want to give another shout out to, and this guy served. He's a former Navy SEAL, Ruben Lowing, Lowing. You'll see.
Yeah, Ruben.
You'll see him on YouTube or Facebook. He's out there doing his thing. He is a former Navy SEAL, and yes, we had him on. So cool guy. Always offering solutions to increase your dollars and cents. That pic is a screenshot of a video shot from the back seat of a 2000 Nissan. This is why I like Robert. Skyline GT-RV Spec 1 as I test drove it. November 2000, somewhere north of Tokyo. Speaking of Tokyo, I even think we did have Taru. I always tease him. He's watched this thing on occasion. Got to meet him at that, what was it, 959 or 759 Gittimer's deal a couple years back. We were doing that. Got to meet a bunch of people during the infamous C Factor. I don't want to say that word or they'll get upset. And Tom, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. So
thank you for sharing that, Robert. You always bring something different to the table. And I'm sure you have to tell us as you're listening, what is it like Christmas time in Canada? What's it like there as opposed to the US of A, What's the difference, do you think? And I'm grateful that I didn't have to drive anywhere today, Tom. That's all I'm going to say. And hopefully the rest of the week. You can always call it the cerveza sickness. Oh, man. Oh, my.
Yeah, seeing how it's Christmas, what's a family tradition that you and your family do that you can't wait to look forward to doing on Christmas?
Is it sitting with your relatives or in-laws at the same table? And I'm kidding. Do you get into political discussions during that time frame? But that's another thing I'm grateful for, that I do have a family. That's very important. So that's kind of neat. And to watch it grow and develop.
Yeah.
So
You come from the Orthodox side of the Christian faith. What do they do on Christmas, around Christmas? What are some of the
like everybody else does. Um, Yesterday when we went to church, they had the kids put on the nativity. It's a shorter liturgy, but then after the liturgy, the kids came out and did all that. So that kind of brought back memories. I remember when I guys participated in that. So, Tom, I really think that you mentioned about like faith and religions. Uh, I just, there's a supreme being, and I try not to wear it on my lapel sleeve. But yeah, I do participate in that version of religion, so to speak. Uh, and I know some people, I kiddingly say this, and I know somebody's going to get upset when I make this comment. I've told you this before. I would rather hang around the most positive atheist or agnostic than the most miserable Christian out there, whatever your faith is. Because, some people say they're a Christian, but they need to let their face know about it because they're not happy. I've run across a few of those.
Sure.
And I'm not making fun of people that choose not to participate in organized religion. That's cool. That's your choice. And I get it. And I would never like ram what I believe down someone's throat. And I hope we can get over that. I know we had a lot of fun this year with this election. That's all I'm going to say. Count.
Well, I just believe in my faith of the natural law.
Oh, absolutely.
God has created us. He's created everything. And how we operate is outlined in scriptures.
Right.
What I call the natural laws.
Absolutely.
They always work and give the same result no matter when.
Right.
It's how we operate as human beings is a natural law.
Right.
Whether it's negative or whether it's positive, whether it's loving or hateful. Those are all natural laws. And how we act them out determines the outcomes that we get in our lives. Right. And that's spelled out in faith.
Right. There you go. That's absolutely it, faith. And treating one another with dignity and respect, regardless of our differences.
Yeah.
And I hope that's one thing I hope as we move forward, we can get over all that. Oh, he says not too much difference up in Canada. Well, Robert, do they drive like maniacs? Like, to go Christmas shopping? Or what's that? Don't they have a Box Day or something in Canada? Am I wrong on that? Somebody help me out on that. There's some sort of holiday that you all do. So
is that like our Black Friday?
Maybe it is or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Box. I've heard. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is, but we just want to thank Robert for being faithful and coming and checking us out every week, and it's much appreciated. And tag and share people, and I want to give thanks to everybody out there. I just want to bring everybody up to date on an upgrade and an update in Q Up fundraising. Do you mind if I do that, Mark?
Oh, go ahead. Do it up. There's a lot of fundraising going on right now, Tom. There's
a lot of need out there, my friend. A lot of need.
And there's different vehicles to fundraise. I've noticed on Facebook they're firing them out there too.
Yeah, a lot of your institutional nonprofits write grants, and they have big donor pools and those type of things. So I started Q Up fundraising to help the local service clubs, local nonprofits raise money. There's two things that these organizations are in short of: people, being able to contribute time to help those organizations do what they do in the community. And the other is money, be able to support the causes that they want to support and promote in their community. So I have finite time, so I'd like to give more in time, but we all have 24 hours a day. We've got lots of things on our plate. And one of my long-term goals in life is to be able to give legacy giving to an organization or organizations that would make a big difference financially. Well, I've done well, but not well enough to do that particular part of my goal. So I was introduced to Q Streaming. The founder of the company created the product to help. Part of his mission was to create the product of Q Streaming, a home entertainment service for nonprofits to share with their membership and get paid a donation on a monthly basis on those subscriptions. So I sort of took that messaging and that product and created Q Up Fundraising. When I look at all the different fundraising communities out there, that may be a great vehicle for some, may not be a great vehicle for others for fundraising because of the demographics, whatever the case may be. So I'm always searching. So I was introduced to Live Good Nutritions. It's a membership site that offers high quality nutritional products up to 90% savings. And who doesn't need to save money in these days, right? So there's a big market out there. Nearly 40, I think 94% of American people take some sort of supplement, multivitamins, vitamin C's, vitamin D, you name it, multivitamins, superfoods, are spending a ton of money. So here's a great product that a fundraiser can share with their audience for subscribing to a membership of $9.95 a month, sort of like a Costco, and then get access to those high quality nutritionals, saving as much as 90%. Mark, I had a CB business with Alexanol,
Right.
And a 750 milligram bottle, 1 ounce bottle of CBD was generally about $80, $79.
Wow.
With Live Good, through the membership, it's that same size, same quality of CBD oil is $18. Substantial savings. And that's just one example that got my attention, because I understand a good quality products, know what pricing is, what's charged out there in the marketplace, both in the local retail, online, or where the case may be. And so who doesn't want to save money under today's economic environment? If you can get the same quality or higher quality for less money, it's always a good deal. Just like the cell bill. I use Pure Talk. Why pay $80 a month for a line when I can get it for $25 or $30 a month, right? Same bandwidth, same features, all that type of stuff. So with my background in financial services, if you can save money in those areas, that all adds up. So even with the Q Streaming, we're saving the typical consumer out there in their home entertainment streaming packages about $600-700 a year.
Right.
So these two services are saving the consumer tons of money. And I'm going to put a banner up here for Q Streaming. Where is it? Video clips, streaming, banners. There we go. I'm getting here. What's scrolling across my is livegood.com/Q Live Good. This is my website for the membership platform. And if you do subscribe, you're going to get an additional $5 off on your first purchase. So I'm going to just share my screen real quick. You can see the offer. It's on my website. Let me share screen. Can we see that, Mark? There we go.
Yeah,
Can we see that? There's the site. When you go there, you'll see, you put your name and your email address. you'll be entitled to an additional $5 off. That's a gift from me. Merry Christmas, everybody. $9.95 allows you to become a member, cancel any time, and get access to high quality nutritional products save as much as 90%. I encourage you to check into it. And if you're looking to become an affiliate, you can reach out to me as well. I'd be glad to have you part of our team, part of our Q Up fundraising campaign. I've got a pretty significant game plan that I want to hit this next year on helping a number of nonprofit organizations. So there it is, livegood.com/QLiveGood will take you to my website. Or you can go to qupfundraising.com and see what my mission is as well. Let me bring that up as well.
Nice.
Do you mind if I do this, Mark?
No, go ahead. It's fine. It's Christmas, man. This is gonna be informal. And Tom, while you're doing that, just real quick, Wes Wyatt, Sean Litvak, those two individuals were on.
Great.
Elevate your profits. Thank you, gentlemen. Need to get you back on again.
And here's my website for Q Up fundraising. Any nonprofit that you're associated with or you know of, don't hesitate to forward my contact, this website, because I'm doing some special things there. I'm doing a 50% match at the end of. I provide all the marketing materials to help those organizations get their fundraising campaign off the ground. Email, website content, Live Good and Q Streaming offer tremendous resources within their affiliate programs with videos and all that stuff as well. But I want to help those organizations become successful quickly. And I'm doing a 50% match. I'm taking part of my proceeds, my profits, putting into a fund. And at the end of 90 days, that fundraising, I'll match $50 for every $100 raised. So that's my contribution to help support those organizations. I also, if you go to my website, I'm taking part of my profits, putting in a trust, and then every quarter paying out equally between these four organizations. T2T, Tunnels to Towers, St. Jude. Those are two big national fundraising that I've supported and feel good about promoting out there. Two local, SOFA, Saving Others from Archie. You know, we have a crisis going on with fentanyl and drug overdosing and addiction. Somebody I know lost their son to fentanyl, and she started SOFA, bringing awareness to the drug addiction problem, resources for recovery, those type of things. So it's a local fundraising effort. So I'm contributing part of my profits to that cause, and then a youth service organization, Kiwanis Clubs, which I'm involved with, and supporting those causes and scholarships and things that we do in that community. So, and then I also looking to work with veterans. So I'm in the process right now working with the American Legion and the VFW here in Oconomowoc to help support those causes as well. Tunnels to Towers is a veteran support organization as well. So being a veteran, I want to support those. So anyway, Mark, that's what I want to share today. I've added Live Good to the qupfundraising.com as an offering. Share this out with any nonprofits you're associated with, or if you want to get involved and join our team, reach out to me through my website, schedule an appointment with me, and we can talk about how you can monetize your giving to profit.
Gotcha.
Okay, so with that all said, we are done with that. So I did my commercial.
That was a paid political announcement by. No.
Yeah. And that was Ben's encouragement. Talk more about your businesses, you know, if you're going to do this. Remember that? We weren't promoting our our opportunities. And
Always said to be more, what was the word intentional. Yeah. Be
yeah,
intentional.
yeah. So yeah, because my other business that I strong passion to work with is the ASEA redox signaling molecules. Great product, great health benefits there. Be Connected,
Right.
associated with them as well. It's a business resource, 7-in-1 features in one platform, saving the businesses thousands of dollars a month. And then it's a business resource tool. And then, of course, the Be Connected Q streaming. So you don't have to be a nonprofit to take advantage of the Q streaming. So if you're paying for your streaming service, you definitely want to check out Q Communications streaming.
What is it, like $50 to join that, Tom?
Yeah, $59 a month. And if you want to become an affiliate, you check a box, terms and conditions. And then if you refer it out, you're going to get paid for those referrals on a residual monthly basis. And if they refer it out, you're going to make a commission on that as well. So
Cool.
It's a true affiliate program. It's not a network marketing. Live Good is more of a network marketing binary structure, but very lucrative. 7 ways you can make money with the Live Good opportunity. So if you're looking for an opportunity, these are 2 tremendous resources to share with people. Everybody you know has a television. Over 90% of people are spending money on their home entertainment or streaming services. You can provide more value, more stations and channels, you want to call it, for less money. That's always a good thing. And then nearly every family is spending money on nutritional products, or they need to be on nutritional products, but they can't seem to afford them because they can become expensive. So here's an opportunity to share two areas of the market that people looking for better value. So
cool.
We got a comment here. See what we got going on here. Boxing Day, December 26th is in Canada. What does that mean, Robert? Is that you box it up and send it back, or what?
He said the hardcore people go shopping that day.
Okay.
So that's probably like a afterthought, but to get deals and steals for, the next Christmas. People do it around here too. They
get gift cards and they go spend those gift cards.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they they buy things for next Christmas, to get those sales, so which is cool.
Boxing Day. I thought that would be something about somebody putting on gloves and going out in the middle of the street and smacking each other.
Yeah, I know. It's not.
I'm sure there's probably crowds at the stores, people pushing each other around, getting access.
Or even that, you probably get that's like return day, the day after Christmas.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He put up the Canadian Oakland.
Yeah. Well, the flag didn't take for whatever reason, but maybe they don't like flags, and it did on my end, but it didn't show up on this end. Yeah, that's interesting, Robert. I appreciate you sharing that. So, Tom, I didn't even ask you what are your plans? What are
wife and I, we keep very, very low key Christmas. We're not, we do Christmas decoration now, very low key. Don't do big, massive displays and big trees and all that. Just little things that are important that she grew up with as a child. Some things that I received from my family, put them up in remembrance of my parents and my sisters and brothers, and we just really focus our time on what is Christmas really about, the birth of Christ, and how that, not so much on Santa's coming to town or whatever those songs are. So
they play a lot of them, don't they?
Yeah.
They're out there.
Yeah. So yeah, just hang out. You sometimes will go to a family's home for dinner, My wife's sister lives here locally,
That's
and
nice.
we may go out there and have a Christmas dinner and hors d'oeuvres. And
You know,
it's
I
great.
never asked this. Are you and Kathy both West Coasters, or is she originally from where you're living at now, or how did
Kathy
you
was born and raised in
Oconomowoc? How did you?
Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. She went to La Crosse University.
Okay,
She left La Crosse, joined the Army, served in Germany. She was married previously and from a gentleman that was from California.
okay,
So when she got out of the Army, that relationship went away. She stayed in California. That's where I met her at a real estate licensing course when I was in the financial services business. That's where we met. A year later, we were married. So it was a quickie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When we moved back to Wisconsin 26 years ago, moved into Oconomowoc 10 years ago, sold the big house and yard and snow blowing and a 3/4 of an acre lot. Got rid of all that for condo living. No snow blowing, no shoveling, no yard maintenance. It's all done by the association. So
try and say that fast 3 times. Oconomowoc.
Oconomowoc, Oconomowoc, Oconomowoc. This is it's fame. It's where Evinrude Outboard Motors started, is Oconomowoc.
Right.
And The Wizard of Oz was featured in Oconomowoc.
Yeah. And what is the meaning of Oconomowoc,
I really don't know.
Tom?
It's Indian.
I know. It's got to mean something.
Something about walking. I don't know. Walking to water.
Ice and snow. I know. I'm kidding. I don't know.
I can look it up real quick. I'll tell you what it means. There is a meaning. I've seen it, but I don't know it off the top of my head here. I'll Google it real quick.
Just a thought. I'm trying to see if we forgot anybody. By the way, did we have, I know Randy's been on here, but Randy Chafee, has he been on here with us? I don't think he has. I know Wes has.
No, he hasn't. Randy hasn't, but he's been a guest. I mean, a viewer for quite a while.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oconomowoc comes from the Potawatomi word Konomowak, which means where the waters meet, or rivers
Nice.
of lakes. In this is called Lake Country, where we live in. There's about 14 or 15 lakes in about a 9-mile radius from where we're at. The Wards live here. The Paps have Pabst Farms and all that type of stuff. The brewery, Wisconsin's a big brewery state. So it has a lot of historical. You drive around the lakes here in Oconomowoc, McClatchy Lake and Oconomowoc Lake, Fowler Lake, Lac La Belle. You drive around these, you can see where the rich and famous used to vacation. Huge mansions, unbelievable. It's known as the Hamptons of the Midwest, or Newport of the Midwest. Kathy was born and raised here.
And that's neat. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we moved back to Wisconsin, we settled in near Madison. And 10 years ago, we moved back here into Oconomowoc. Got rid of the big house and all that, and came into condo living. So,
yeah, very cool.
Love that lifestyle. Don't have to do the yard work every Saturday, every 3 days, mowing and snow blowing and all that type of stuff. It's done. So, grounds look beautiful here. Got a clubhouse, swimming pool, workout room in our building, all that type of stuff. So everything I need is here. I don't even have to go out of town, go out of the complex here to.
Very good.
Yeah. So, well, my friend, we just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a prosperous New Year.
Right.
We'd love to have many of you people that are watching us be our guests. Just contact myself or Mark. And we'd love to have you on as a guest. Share your success, your why, your mission and purpose in life. Make a difference. Potentially make the difference in somebody else's life as well. So
I have to get some more people from our Peachtree Corners Business Association. I think some are bashful, but I would love to get them on here, which we've already done that.
Yeah.
We've had a handful of people, step up, which is kind of cool.
There's some of the people on these lists that I read off earlier, getting them back on because they're
Oh yeah.
influencers in the world and can make a difference. So that is it. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yeah, and I hope everybody, is safe out there. Don't go crazy. Don't freak out when you're behind the wheel because it's that time of year, my friends. All I got to do is pull out of my driveway and I'm there. So
There's Live Good.
yeah, don't forget about that. Yeah, live good. And with that stated, I'm wishing everybody right now, you're in your 2025. It's here. 2024 is pretty much over, So I know people are planning their year for 25, and I hope you guys, are gonna, as I used to say, knock it out of the park. And I'm sure most of you will.
Yes. Again, we're grateful for all those that have participated. We're grateful for those that watch from time to time here, tag and share. And we look forward to chatting at you this coming 2025.
Absolutely. I guess that's about it, Mr. Gann, because we're at the 650 mark.
Yeah.
And Eric and Robert and those that have been watching and liked, thank you very much for taking time to do that. We do understand it is that time of year and people got other things on their agendas to take care of. Operation Ho 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 is in full swing now.
Yeah, I'm going to close out playing two video clips of our two other sponsors that I have, ASEA and Be Connected. So here we go, and then we'll sign out, and we'll see everybody in 2025.